Dyslexic Genius here. What I'm going to talk about are barn find phonographs and their rusted out reproducers. And these are a challenge. If you look at this exhibition, you can see all this rust right here, all this. Okay? And then on this, my angel can focus in, we had rust in here. So I soaked this over 24 hours in evaporust and it didn't want to come apart. I finally got the needle bar off. But what happens is, a screw like that, this is why we oil things, screws in, this is brass, and it screws into a steel body. So it literally rusts inside this body. So how do we to get this apart, say you want to save the back part of the exhibition or the front part of the exhibition, how do we get it apart? What I did was I took my sander on my Dremel drill and I polished it out till I took the head off.
Head of that little baby screw?
Head of the little baby screw. You can see where I used the rotary sander to do that. And then you can touch all this up and repaint it. And then it still wouldn't want to come apart. So what I did was, where are we going to put a wedge to get this apart? We don't want to mar anything around this edge. So I came in with a sacrifice screwdriver and I punched it in like a chisel.
Move your hand, baby.
I had beat it in and now it turns out. So now it's starting to lift out. So now we can just work our way around by twisting the screwdriver. It's not going to mar anything. There we go. And this is what happens in barn finds. That one's a little tough. Let's see if we get it off. Nope. There we go. Come on. Now, what we have are rusted in pieces like this. So what you can do is you can put a pair of pliers and see if it'll tug, but since we have threads in here, we can put this back into evaporust and let it soak for a while to get down in where this screw cap went. So sometimes you have to sacrifice parts. You can tell we just take this thing apart. Like that. And this is what happens when you have a brass part to a steel part. And we'll get the rest of that out. So now what's going to happen is I'll soak this in evaporust and see if I can get these 3 pins out, which is the shaft to the screw. So what you're seeing is just this part in here. Then we'll retap everything. But this is how you get them apart in a barn find.
Are you going to try to save this reproducer?
Oh, I'm going to try to save this. That's the challenge for me. How do I save this reproducer? And that's my tip for the day.